Question 4. On May 17, 2002, President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo signed the Executive Order Number 103, which reorganized the Southern Tagalog region. Due to its size, Region 4 was split into two separate regions. Region 4A, the Calabarzon, and Region 4B, the Mimaropa. So, here is the exact location of the Calabarzon in the map, and the other one is the Mimaropa. Calabarzon or Region 4A, formerly known as the Southern Tagalog Mainland. It is an administrative region in the Philippines, designated as Region 4A. The region comprises 5 provinces: the Batangas, Cavite, Laguna, Quezon, and Rizal. The region is the most populous region in the Philippines, according to the Philippine Statistic Authority, having over 14.4 million inhabitants in 2015, and is also the country's second most densely populated after the National Capital Region. While the Mimaropa, or the Region 4B, formerly known as the Southwestern Tagalog Region, also an administrative region in the Philippines. It was also formerly designated as Region 4B until 2016. It is one of two regions in the country having no land border with another region. The name is an acronym combination of its constituent provinces. The Mindoro, which is divided into two, um, Occidental Mindoro and Oriental Mindoro, Marinduque, Romblon, and Palawan. The native languages of Mimaropa are Alangan, spoken in the interior of Mindoro; Asi, spoken in Romblon; the Buhid, spoken in the interior of Mindoro; Kalamyan, Tagbanwa, in Palawan; Koyonon, in Palawan; Hanunoo, spoken in the interior of Mindanao; Hiligaynon, in Romblon and Palawan; Iraya, spoken in the interior of Mindoro; Onhan, in Romblon; Palawano, in Palawan; Romblomanon, in Romblon; Tadyawan, spoken in the interior of Mindanao; Tagalog, spoken in Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, Marinduque, Romblon, and Palawan. It is the regional lingua franca. Tausug, spoken in southwestern Palawan; Taubuid, spoken in the interior of Mindanao. While the Calabarzon mostly speak the Tagalog language, Filipino, being a version of Tagalog, is also predominant in the region. English is also commonly spoken throughout Calabarzon and is the language of business and education. In Cavite, Chavacano, a Creole language, was also commonly spoken. However, the usage is a steep decline and only spoken by a handful of elderly residents. Next, the economy of Region 4. Cavite and Laguna, in particular, are sites of manufacturing and high-tech industries, with companies like Intel and Panasonic setting up plants in the region. Santa Rosa, Laguna is home to a host of semiconductor and automotive companies such as Amcor and Toyota, while General Trias is home to Cavite's largest economic development zone, the PEC Industrial Park. Laguna is home to the International Rice Research Institute, which can be found within the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, whose main goal is to find sustainable ways to help rice farmers. Batangas, meanwhile, is home to a large pineapple and coconut industry, which is used to make Barong Tagalogs a native liquors, such as Lambanog and Tuba in Tayabas City. Quezon is the country's leader in the coconut products such as coconut oil and copra. Rizal is known for its piggeries. Laguna and Batangas also have sizable fishing industries, Taal Lake, is a large source of fresh water fishes for the country. Mimaropa's economy, the higher production of rice, maize, other crops, livestock, and fishery resulted in the accelerated growth in the total agriculture and fishery sector. The industry sector, which contributed 38.3% to the region's total economy, was the second largest contributor next to the agricultural. Its decline of 5.4% was largely attributed to the decrease in the mining and quarrying subsector, which went down by 15.4% due to the reduced production of natural gas in Palawan. Mining and quarrying contributed 16.6% to the total regional economy. The positive growth in the electricity and water construction and manufacturing subsectors were not able to compensate to the drop in the mining and quarrying subsector. The service sector, on the other hand, posted an accelerated growth of 5.1%, which was attributed to the increase in the TCS, finance, private services, government services, and trade subsectors. The, sub, the other subsector, however, had a decelerated growth due to the slowdown in the ownership of dwelling. Okay. Due Due to the region's history and natural resources, tourism plays a major role in the regional economy. Cavite and Laguna are homes to various historical sites such as the Rizal Shrine in Calamba City, tallest Jose Rizal statue in the world, located in Calamba City, and the Aguinaldo Shrine in Kawit, Cavite. Laguna is famous for its seven lakes, Pagsanhan for its majestic and world-famous waterfalls, and Taal Lake in Batangas is a famous tourist destination. Tayabas City is known as the city of festivals, rest and recreation, destination of Quezon, and the home of the finest lambanog. The minor Basilica of Saint Michael Archangel is the religious testament of the Tayabenses and declared as national culture treasures of the Philippines, the Casa Comunidad de Tayabas. Lukban is most famous for its annual Pahiyas Festival, or locally known as Pahiyas. So, I have here a picture of tourist spots. Okay. We have Aguinaldo Shrine in Kawit, Cavite, and Taal Basilica, Cater Lake of Taal Volcano, Hinulugang Taktak in Antipolo, Rizal, Mount Banahaw in Quezon, Apo Island in Apo Reef, El Nido. So, let's move on to the delicacies of Region 4. The bulalo is a traditional Filipino soup that is prepared by cooking beef, shanks, and marrow bones until the fat and collagen dissolves into the broth, resulting in a robust flavor of the dish. It is the specialty of Luzon. The next one, the uraro. Are the traditional Filipino cookies originating from the Tagalog people of southern Luzon. The cookies are traditionally made with arrow root flour, duck, egg yolks, milk, rendered lard, and sugar. The next one is the buko pie. I know that this is already a very popular to us. It is prepared with buko, the young coconut flesh, which is cooked alongside plain or condensed milk cream and sugar until it transforms into a thick and creamy custard. The next is the pichi pichi. It is only consists of three ingredients: the grated cassava, sugar, and water. The concoction is steamed until it develops a firm glutinous texture, and it is then rolled in desiccated coconut. The next is the espasol. Espasol is a soft, chewy Filipino rice cake prepared with a combination of toasted glutinous rice flour and grated green coconut that is slowly cooked in coconut milk. The mixture turns into soft, malleable dough that is shaped into long cylinders or triangles before its cake is coated in rice. The next one is the ginataang puso ng saging. It is a traditional Filipino dish originating from Occidental Mindoro. It's made with a combination of banana blossoms or the puso ng saging, diced pork and chili peppers, cooked in coconut sauce. Other ingredients include onions, garlic, vinegar, salt, and pepper. So, the next one, adobong pugita is a Filipino specialty originating from Occidental Mindoro. This adobo dish is made with matured octopus that's cooked in a combination of vinegar and soy sauce. Other common ingredients include garlic, onions, oil, and bay leaves for flavoring. So, let's move on to the legend of Maria Makiling. Well, Maria Makiling is one of the famous folklore in town. In one story, she fell in love with a hunter who had wandered into her kingdom. Soon, the two became lovers. With the hunter coming up the mountain every day, they promised to love each other forever. When Maria discovered that he had met, fell in love with, and married a mortal woman, she was deeply hurt, realizing that she could not trust townspeople because she was so different from them and that they were just using her. She became angry and refused to give fruits to the trees, let animals and birds roam the forest for hunters to catch, and let fish abound in the lake. People seldom saw her, and those times when she could be seen were often only during pale moonlit nights. Maria Makiling is the guardian spirit of the mountain, responsible for protecting its bounty and thus is also a benefactor for the townspeople who depend on the mountain's resources. In addition to being a guardian of the mountain, some legends also identify Laguna de Bay and the fish caught from it as part of her domain. She was sent by Bathala to aid the people of the area in their everyday life. It is often said that Mount Makiling resembles the profile of a woman said to be Maria herself. This phenomenon is described as true from several different perspectives, so there is no single location associated with this claim. The mountain's various peaks are said to be Maria's face and two breasts, respectively, and her hair cascades downwards, a gentle slope away from her body. Maria Makiling is a prominent example of the mountain goddesses motif in Philippine mythology.